guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I think we're going to cover a new pigment, and that is going to be this dead-on plastics. This is the Chameleon. In the last video we covered Blue Cross, so if you want to check that out, there will be a video on the channel for that. It turned out super awesome and I was very impressed, so I have pretty high hopes for this. But as far as this color goes, I don't really have any idea what this is going to look like. There was a brief product description that was pretty short, and then there is this black label with a little bit of color on it, not a whole lot. But I don't really have any idea of what to expect. I don't even know what kind of flake we're going to use. We're just going to mix some up, see if we can come up with a recipe we like, probably shoot some bigger profile baits just so we can see the color a little better. But let's mix up some plastic and dive off into this. We're going to be putting this in some bait plastics 242 as usual. So let's get this tossed in the microwave and get some plastic warm. Okay, so the most important part about using this pigment is making sure that it's mixed up good. These have a shaker ball in them, which makes these a lot easier to use. We're just going to start adding to this, and I'll probably go into time lapse and just let you know how many drops I end up using. Okay, this is about 90 drops in a 2-cup amount, and as you can see, it's pretty clear. So I'm gonna see what else I can do with this. Okay, we're gonna add some big black flake, see if that changes any. This is a ½ teaspoon in a bigger black flake, and this is a 2-cup amount. So keep that in mind. We'll see what that does to this. Okay. I am liking that. I may add some smaller black flake and we'll see what that looks like. So this has a little bit of a green sheen to it, as you can see. It definitely has some green in it. So I'm going to be a little brave, and I think I'm going to add some of this as emerald green in a small flake. And we're going to add some and just see what happens. Not real sure about how this is going to look, but sometimes we got to branch off. So that's what we're going to do. Make sure we don't get any clumps here. Okay, let's check that out. That actually looks really good. We are going to shoot this color in a couple different profiles, and that's going to be the 4-inch Drax that I've been using. It's a big profile bait with a thin tail, and it really shows off colors pretty well. And we're also going to shoot the slouch because I'm getting into doing some more slouches for the store. This is the 6-cavity slouch, and I have another 6-cavity that just got put in the mail today. So we'll be able to do multiples at a time, which will be nice for running production on the slouch. But we'll start off with the Drax because I like to have all 4 clamps on there. Okay. I really gotta do something with that injector. It needs some lube. Okay, that is full, and I'm really surprised at how the plastic looks when it came off the cup onto the side of the injector here. I'm very curious how it's going to look, or if I'm going to need to darken this up. Like I said, that's about 90 drops in a 2-cup amount. I know mixing that was a little crazy because I didn't really know what to expect. So as always, I'll leave a recipe in the description with what I come up with. I'm going to say this is going to look pretty good. I just don't really know. It may be too light. Only going to be a time can tell kind of thing, I guess. Okay. Now that that is done, let's swap these clamps over to the slouch and let's shoot some slouches as well. Okay, let's shoot some slouches. This injector is a lot smoother than the other one. I'm actually excited to see this color because I think it's gonna look really good. I am making a huge mess at the moment, but if you're not making a mess, are you really bait making? Because it sure seems like I make a mess a lot. Okay, we will let these cool off and do one heck of a demold. Okay, let's crack open this 4-inch Flappin' Drex. Let's see here. See what we got to work with. Oh yeah. Maybe, if I can get him to come out of there. Let's see. Okay. Pretty translucent, I'm seeing. And see if we can get that green color shift to appear. Yep, there it is. You can see that green color shift coming through there. And I don't know what the ideal recipe for this is. So I'm going to kind of rely on you guys, if you guys have used this before, to leave in the comments a recipe for this. If you think, does it need more? Does it need different kinds of flake? What do you guys think? I'm trying to get that green color shift to come through. I'm probably going to have to put it on a tray to get it to where you can really see it, so where I can manipulate the light to make it look how it would in different kinds of lighting here. But you can kind of see that green flake coming through. This is pretty clear. When you hold it up to the light, it's pretty translucent, even at 90 drops. So we may have to play with it some more, but this is just going to be kind of a first playing with it video. You know, how is it going to be as far as first impressions go, and what do we have to work with, and how can we make it better? But so far, it's not bad. I really think it's going to look good in the slouch. Okay, here is the slouch. As you can see, the sprue there looks pretty good. Crack this thing open. Oh yeah. You can see that green color shift there on the side of the baits. I'm actually pretty happy that I added the green flake. It's very subtle, but so is the color shift there. And those look awesome. I like that little bit of color shift in that. It only really appears super good from just one or two directions, but when you can see it, you can see it. That looks really slick. Here we go. We can check out the green in here. It actually looks really good. I'm over here in the shade because the lighting plays a huge effect on being able to see this green. But as you can see see it there. That green color shift does come through a lot in the right lighting, but when you have it in certain lighting, you just can't see it at all. I guess that's some of the tricks it plays on your eyes, but really comes through there in the slouches, and it's a lot harder to see in the Flappin' Drex. Maybe if we go this way, maybe we can pick some of it up in the Flappin' Drex, but it is a very unique color. I'm glad I put the green flake in it. Just gives it that little bit of extra, but I don't know. If you guys have a better recipe for this, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to check it out. This is probably not the ideal recipe, but it is one that I'll share with you anyway. That is a little look at the dead-on Chameleon. Is it worth it? I would say so. This may not be the ideal recipe, but I am really pleased with how everything turned out. And most of all, it's different. It is different than anything else I have. And when you're a bait maker, it's easy to get in a rut doing a lot of the same things all the time. So it's kind of refreshing to have something different. And so far, super pleased with the dead-on colors that I've had. And this is no different. It could be a little darker, but with the green color shift, green flake, it is just different. And I think it will get bit. If you want to pick up this color, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can head on over to Dead On, and I'll try to take you to the page that this is at, and then you may have to select Chameleon from the drop down. If you want to pick up any of the awesome molds we used today, there'll be a link in the description to Epic Bait Molds. And as always, if you want to buy any baits from me, you can head on down in the description. There will be a link to my Etsy store where I keep all my baits. I'll put all that money back into this, and as you can see, we got lots of goodies coming to the store, lots of Flappin' Drex and some rocket grubs and stuff of that nature, even some slouches. So stay tuned for that. We are changing the lineup up, and I'm super happy. I'm trying to keep everything in stock. I think right now, out of all of the colors that I've been building, the Blue Cross Slouch is the only thing that's out of stock at the moment, and I'm probably going to go ahead and build some of those tonight. So they'll probably be on there in the coming days. So yeah, appreciate you watching. Thank you guys so much for your support and all your orders. I really do appreciate it. And until we can check out something else or have another fishing video, I will catch you in the next one.